Alright, how about it? No spilling beer today.
The only way to the President is past this electrified floor. Use the remote-controlled missile to destroy the power source. That will cut off the high-voltage current to the floor. Locate a remote-controlled missile.
Snake might know where to find them. He did sweep Shell 2 for C4s earlier.
Snake, do you know where I can find some remote-controlled missiles?
Remote-controlled missiles? I saw something on B1 in the core of Shell 2. But be careful. Contaminated seawater's broken out of the tanks thanks to that explosion. Most of B1 is probably flooded by now.
Yeah, I know where I'm at now. Oh, shit. Yep, I know where I'm at.
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim through.
I'm fine with swimming.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Night vision goggle. That was like a piece of paper I could grab. It.
You have the remote-controlled missile. Good job. Now head for the first floor of the Shell 2 core. Take out the power source and make contact with the President before the launch code can be reconfirmed. Hurry.
I'm pretty sure I actually can't go this way yet. It's gonna be a locked door. This door, there's gonna be a door up here that I can't get through. Yep. Gotta come back later, that's where that Emma is. Emma Emmerich. Shit. Oh shit, shit. Oh shit. Turn and go up. Nope.
What is that?
Doo-doo.
What are you doing?
Out of the way, Prez. No?
What are you doing? Huh?
There we go.
President Johnson,
So you're finally here.
you've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit isn't exactly standard military issue.
Bohemian
all right,
candidate
sir?
achievement.
Is this
The
some
President
kind of
James
sick
Johnson.
joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you... What the...
Grab is
You're
every
a man?
game. They're grabbing junks into these games a
Well,
lot.
who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Huh. Switch over to nano-communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir. Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind
Conspiracy
this country.
time.
I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence.
Yeah, I'm turning it up.
Even among those
in
with
my
code
headphones.
word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy. They control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at
We're
me
getting
like
right
that.
into it today.
I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes, I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
My predecessor, George Sears. That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither Solid nor Liquid.
This all goes back to Metal Gear Solid 1.
He was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago. Shadow Moses.
That's right.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
At the time,
Yep,
the
here it
DARPA
is.
chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought he resigned.
That's the story given to the general public. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Golukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more
Big
precise,
shell.
this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
AI gear, basically.
Arsenal?
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal gear.
So now anti-metal gears are guarding a metal gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all. Arsenal gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal gear is more than just a military tool. It is a means to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system is the
Listen to
Patriots'
this.
trump card. Arsenal gear will be fully operational when GW
If he explains
is
this now,
successfully
this is like
integrated.
predicting the future
Once
stuff.
operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks. The Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal gear becomes fully operational. Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Role?
You've got to find Emma Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal gear. I believe she's somewhere on level B1 in the core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving. This is card 4. It'll give you access all the way to Emma's location.
Now I gotta go back to that water area.
Give
I was
this
just
to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie, a biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal. Well, I've told you everything you need to know. There's only one thing that remains to be done. Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role! Pull! No! Good!
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped. I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Forget him. He did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
Colonel, the president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal Gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal Gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1, in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the president, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal Gear.
You knew about Arsenal Gear?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me about it?
you never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you
never
also
asked.
know that the big shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal Gear? Yeah, I did. It's exactly what the President and Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal Gear is being built here. And it was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago. What really happened here?
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news, on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
So he betrayed them?
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with the sinking tanker. A small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us. Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan.
So
They
Ocelot
immediately
works
sent
for
a
the
fully loaded
Patriots.
tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
He has the liquid snake arm.
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles.
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich?
My sister.
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
I mean, how long were they working on AI? It seems like it's exploded lately because you have big companies pouring more money into it than ever has been poured into it. But like AI in itself, gosh, dude, they've been working on this shit. I mean, what's this game? 2005? They've been working on AI so long. At least in concept. Ugh. It's probably way more advanced than even what we know. We just have the AI that they freaking let us have. Dude, I'll tell you what the AI basically is, and they've already pretty much admitted to this, is they have a social credit for everyone. It's not like a public social credit, but it's like a database social credit. And I mean, dude, anything you've bought online, I don't know, ever, it's not like you went to the gas station and bought something with cash. Like, they've got your whole history of everything. And offline transactions and posts. And they got AI building a character profile on you, so they don't know you per se, but they know you. You know what I mean?
Raiden, are you reading me? This is Otacon. What's your situation?
Wet and miserable. This place is flooded. The seawater that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
What?
Yeah. When she was 6 years old, she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned. When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
Yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family?
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn, if she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Well, it's still gonna take some time to repair the Kamov.
Sorry, kid. Emma's rescue is up to you.
Thanks. An underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look, I'll see what I can do.
I suggest that you drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core when I had to take out the C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the Kodak.
I'll do that.
It's kind of disorienting in here. This version's not any better. Vamp doing vamp stuff.
Still ticking, huh?
Still ticking, huh?
Unfortunately, hell had no vacancies. I thought so. Human muscles are quite eloquent. They speak out clearly what a person's next move will be. They even tell me which way a gun is going to be pointed before the trigger is pulled. But your muscles, they're different. This should be fun. Well worth the wait.
I was coming?
You've become a nuisance. I can't let you interfere with Arsenal gear. The girl is just ahead. She is of no use to us now. but she served us well as the live bait for the big catch. Crazy Ivan sometimes speaks the truth.
Emma's alive?
She was some time ago, but the flooding has become quite serious. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a mermaid now.
What?
Did you really think killing the president would prevent a nuclear strike? Think again.
I didn't do it.
Arsenal is still armed with a purified hydrogen bomb.
Purified hydrogen bomb?
This is no ordinary nuclear bomb. This weapon is capable of heavy hydrogen nuclear fusion using lasers and magnetics to generate heat-insulated compression. It was a top-secret project initiated by the current president, and Solidus has no idea of its existence. The clean thermonuclear bomb is at an experimental stage and is handled differently. Specifically, it becomes launch-capable when Arsenal is activated. A nuclear threat still exists. 6 months ago, we lost everything we believed in. We were abandoned to take the fall in their cover-up. We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them from the face of the earth and destroy this world of deceit they have created along with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
Final check for activating Arsenal has been completed. All Arsenal personnel report to your stations.
Well, it sounds like Arsenal's ready to go into operation.
Damn it!
You're still hoping that the girl can install that virus you're carrying around, aren't you?
You know?
It's a shame you're not going to be around long enough to hand her the program.
Alright, Vamp.
That isn't seawater, you know.
This battle
is
is
a
tricky.
byproduct of the microbes contained in the pool. Buoyancy is practically non-existent
Just have to be
thanks to
quick.
the high oxygen content.
Switching the weapons
Once you
and
fall
stuff.
in, you don't come up. Take a good look at your grave. Show me what you've got.
I don't think I can hit him when he's on water. Or when he has a shield. I should. So I can shoot him when he's swimming. I can shoot him up here too. Oh, he hit me with this knife. I gotta shoot the knife. It's not possible from physics to shoot someone underwater. He's glowing. There's nothing I can do. So far so good. That should have been a hit. Shit, I don't know where he is. The grenade launcher actually does good here. And he's up top. Whoa. So it's basically grenade launcher and then a gun just to shoot him when he's in the water. So I missed my chance. game kind of has the RPG tricks. I noticed it leaves ammo for like the best guns to counter them with, basically. Fight was always tough on PlayStation 2, I remember. Because, you know, you weren't hitting the frame rates games have now, and it wasn't as... They smoothed the gameplay out a little in these games. I mean, it's still a little janky, but you don't have, like, the old system jank as well. Because I remember there was multiple times fighting this guy on PlayStation 2, and this fight just took forever. Lots of tries, even though he did just slice and dice me right there pretty good. Shit. Oh, he's pissed now. He's like phase 2. Oh shit. Let's see. Across the board. Shit. Is that a bomb? Oh, dude, you're just gonna stay on the wall? Oh, dude, he's doing a lot right now. I don't even know what his move is. Shit. Okay, so do I punch him? Oh, I won the hit. Shot him on the water there. Damn it. We'll go in for a second pass. He's under there somewhere. Solid hit. Okay. Scratch. Shit. Oh, it like locks me into place. I get stuck when he hits me with that. Why can't I move? Hit me again. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I thought I had him.
Take this.
Barely have slice.
Take this.
There we go. Vampire Slayer achievement. Defeat Vamp.
Colonel, they've apparently completed the final check procedure for arsenal gear.
Find Emma on the double. You've got to get her to install the virus program that the President gave you. When you find her, take her to the computer room on level B2 in the core of Shell 1.
Snake, did you catch all that? I didn't make it on time. Arsenal's going active.
Yeah, I heard. The hostage rescue's gonna have to wait.
I'm going after Emma.
We'll secure the computer room. Looks like we can't install the virus program without Emma.
Can't your partner do it?
I would if I could, but the security for this system is no joke. I need more time.
That's why we need her.
Understood. I'll make sure you have your family reunion. What's up?
A lot of years have passed between EE and me.
Then you should see her, right?
I don't have the right to see her.
We can talk about this later. Raiden, I think you'd better get moving. Emma's in the locker room to the north, right?
I'm on it.
Got a lot of my rations. Shit. What was that? Shadow. PSG-1T, that's like the non-lethal version of it. I don't even remember how to get that. I'd probably have to go back to the... I know I gotta run back to a couple places. So there's the body armor. I was wondering when that came into play. Yeah, oh shit, I know a couple doors to go back to. This one's fun and all, and the first one's great too, but damn, Metal Gear Solid 3 really is just on a whole nother level.
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Raiden, I'm getting you out of here.
Get me out. You're lying. Where are you taking me this time?
What are you talking about? I'm here to help. Here, I'll prove it. Do you have nanos?
What?
Well, do you?
I do. Everybody on this project has them.
Okay, good. Let's try. Can you hear me now?
Everyone has nanos.
Nanocommunication?
That's right. I have nanomachines too.
Then you're not one of them.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
And you came to rescue me?
Actually, I need your help to stop Arsenal. I understand you're the only one who might be able to do it.
And who told you that?
The President.
Really?
I need you to come with me to Shell 1. Your brother's waiting for you there.
My brother?
Come on, we have to get moving. This place will be flooded soon. We better move.
I can't swim. Leave me.
You can swim. You used to love it.
How do you know?
Your brother told me.
He's really here?
That's right. He's here to rescue you.
I don't believe you. He would never come for me.
And I'm telling you he's here, waiting for us at Shell 1.
No! He left me, my mother, when we needed him the most. When my father died, all he could think about was himself.
Emma, we can go over all that later. But first, we have to get out of here.
No! I hate water! It's hopeless! I can't swim! I can't swim!
You can do it!
I can't!
Come on, deep down inside, you know you can swim.
I can't keep my eyes open in the water. Endless blue. The water, it wants me. It won't let me go.
All right, then close your eyes. I'll guide you.
I was injected with something. My legs. I have trouble moving them.
Listen, Emma, just hold your breath. I'll do the rest.
I mean, if it's a life or death situation, dude,
First we'll head to
sometimes
filter
you gotta
chamber
swim.
2, then we'll take a break.
And all I have to do is hold my breath.
That's right.
How long?
Just a little while.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. That's how I got here.
I don't think I can do it. I'm not good at holding my breath.
Look, Emma, I have an idea. Put your ear against my chest and listen to my heartbeat.
Your heartbeat?
Count the beats. Don't think about anything else. When you reach 100, open your eyes. By that time, we'll be on the other side. Give me a signal if you think you're running out of breath.
What will you do then?
I'll swim faster. Hang on tight. Okay, let's go.
I'm closing my eyes.
Take some deep breaths.
Braves lost.
1,
They suck.
2, 3.
Wait!
What is it?
Let me take off my glasses.
You know, you should wear contacts.
There's nothing wrong with my eyes. I wear them for show.
Trying to be different from the other girls?
No, it's not like that. I like glasses. And there's this guy I liked who used to wear them.
Your first boyfriend?
No. Somebody more important. Anyway, they bring me luck.
I see. Okay, let's go.
I swear she's like pulling me. I guess that would make sense. Breathe.
You did good.
I concentrated on your heartbeat. It reminded me of when I was a kid. I remember my brother giving me a piggyback ride. I was sleeping with my ear against his back. I could hear his heartbeat.
Sounds like you were close.
We were, back then. We were stepchildren in our parents' second marriages. Wherever my brother went, I used to tag along. My brother didn't have any close friends, so he used to take care of me. We both wanted to be loved so much. So much that we used to pretend.
Pretend?
Yeah, we used to play house. My brother was the husband and I was the wife. But it was always just make-believe. We were only kids. You know what I mean.
I never had a family, but I think I know what you mean.
Raiden, what's your status?
Colonel? I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Good job. Get her over to Shell 1 as soon as you can.
That's going to be hard with the connecting bridge on the upper level destroyed.
Didn't Olga say something about taking the oil fence at the bottom of Strut L?
Yeah, I remember that.
You should be able to go down by way of Strut L. Try and get over there.
What about Emma? She's been injected with something and she can't walk without any help.
Take her with you. Free your hands of any equipment and hold down the action button to give her a hand. To release your grip on her, take your finger off the action button. Emma can sit and wait until you help her back up. And be careful. You won't be able to use any weapons while you're leading her. Now head for Strut L.
We're on our way.
Raiden, we've infiltrated the computer room. What's your situation?
Emma's safe. We're heading your way.
Good job.
Shell 1's deserted. Looks like everybody's aboard Arsenal.
I had a look at the system, but there's nothing I can do. EE's our only hope.
Right. I'll put her on then.
Huh? EE? What? How?
I'll use my Kodak as a relay. Here she is.
How?
EE, is that you?
How?
EE. Why are you involved with Metal Gear?
Huh?
You knew our family's dark history and still got involved? What's wrong with you?
I should have known.
Answer me. Why are you repeating the same mistake?
I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to see you suffer.
EE?
You abandoned me.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, that's enough.
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Otacon's, Emma.
Otacon?
Enough with the sibling rivalry.
That's not what this is.
We haven't got time for this. Raiden, get her over here right now.
I...
Gotcha, Snake. I'll head over there with Emma.
Most of the enemy's aboard Arsenal, but I suggest you be careful. Make sure Emma gets here in one piece.
Raiden, take care of my sister.
Don't worry. I'll get her there.
Extreme Elements hit someone with the no links allowed bot ban. How about that?
Jack, is that you?
Extreme Elements, usually I beat you, but oh, you timed out. You timed them out for a link. Interesting. This really... I thought you could type links.
Jack,
What is it?
I've always been alone.
Huh?
I'm so lonely.
Lonely. Rose, we've always...
Not always.
What do you mean?
You've never slept beside me.
What are you talking about?
After we've been together in my room, you stay awake all night, or you head for the door.
Is this really the time to bring this up?
Why, Jack? Why?
Listen, Rose, I'm right in the middle of a mission and
Why? Why can't you relax when you're with me?
Look, the mission,
Why don't you open up to me?
Rose, I just can't.
All I ever wanted was to share your dreams, to spend a meaningful evening with you. I just wanted to find you by my side when I woke up. Is that asking too much?
It's the night. I'm scared of the night. It's got nothing to do with you.
Scared of the night? What's that supposed to mean?
I can't relax when I'm with someone.
Roberto.
Jack, you wouldn't
What's up,
even
man?
let me in your room.
Huh?
I need privacy. I just can't be bothered.
Bothered?
Prophecy.
Wrong word. What
Hey,
I
it's
wanted to say
prophecy
was
with the raid.
that there are certain things that
What's
I
up?
have to keep
Hello,
to myself.
friends.
Do you remember that time I
Welcome
forced
in
my way into
prophecy.
your
Welcome
room?
in recons.
We'd
Welcome
known
in
each other for almost
Robbie.
a year, and you blew up.
Mrs.
It was the
Retro's here.
first time you
Robbie
ever
just
raised your
in the
hand
chat.
against me.
She says, "Hey, Robbie."
I was
Mrs.
so
Retro
worried
knows
about
you.
you.
Look,
Babe,
I'm
I don't have a
sorry.
camera or nothing.
It
so
wasn't your violent nature that
we're just
scared
voices
me.
in the
It was
internet.
your room.
Prophecy,
your
what's up,
heart.
man?
Stop it.
Great stream today.
There wasn't anything in your room.
Amazing victory
Only
as
a
always.
bed and a small desk. It looked like a prison cell.
Hope all you guys are having a good night.
Rose?
I just
No
tried to
television
save
set.
my game.
No family
The
pictures.
person who saves my games
even a
for me is having a
poster.
mental breakdown
Rose,
right now.
I only use that room for sleeping.
A lifeless room. Almost like your
So,
empty heart.
There's that, but
That's why I tried to keep
yeah,
you
I hope
out.
everyone's having a good
I
night.
thought I was beginning to understand you.
You guys know me, I'm
until I saw
RickRetro.
that room.
Would you have been happier if I had a picture of you hanging on
Oh,
the
yeah.
wall?
That's
Yeah.
not what I was trying
So
to
you
say.
think it is?
Enough, Rose. We'll talk about this later. After the mission.
Right. After the mission.
Prophecy, Robbie. I don't know if
understand.
you've heard me speak of prophecy before, but this guy is the whole reason I even got into Twitch. My phone's ringing here. There it is. Music in this game is good. It's amazing. Be careful. Claymore mines are set there. Oh shit! I need to use my mine detector. Oh, you wasn't kidding. I'm right on him. Yeah, Rob. She's still making music always, man. She's never stopped. Dude, she has a whole business now too, man. Me and her both have our little businesses that we do. You just ate 1.5 grams of mushrooms. Welcome to the stream, dude. Awesome connection. You know, today's Mrs. Retro's birthday, by the way, everybody. The lovely Mrs. Retro. It's her birthday today. Her face lit up when I said he ate 1.5 grams of mushrooms. Her eyes lit up. We've been talking about it lately. It's funny you mentioned that. Bae, they're all saying happy birthday, Miss Retro. All the way from Canada, coming in hot. She thinks you want to say hey to him? Okay, you might have heard her say thank you from a distance, but she means it. Happy birthday from Portugal from Dr. Casual. He just came in the chat. He's if I'm not mistaken, I think you're stationed out there. So you got a Portugal happy birthday, a Canadian happy birthday. You got one from Robbie, who's in Woodstock, right down the way. You good? Yeah, we're chilling, man. We've been kind of celebrating her birthday all day. Yeah, man. Happy birthday from the fourth dimension from Robbie, actually, according to him. Yeah, Dr. Casual, he is stationed out there. So you got military wishing you happy birthday? Huh? Robbie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How many grams did you say?
He said, let's make it 2
Snake and Hal
grams.
are waiting for us in Shell 1's computer room.
Yeah. Is it penis
I got this
envy,
disc that the
Robbie?
president gave me. This disc is supposed to contain a virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system. We need you to...
This is
Don't go
my
chasing the
program.
blood moon tonight, man.
Why did the president give it to you?
Huh?
Did something happen to the president?
President. He's dead.
What?
Strawberry
You
Moon.
actually
Did you
wrote
see the
this
moon
virus?
yesterday, or
It's
maybe it was
not
the
really
day
a
before?
virus. It's more like a
I think it
worm
was
cluster.
Sunday.
It's actually a delayed effect autonomous program
thing
that's
was like
designed
an
to
orange-
invade GW's cerebrum and render its nerve connections
Orange
useless.
mega alien.
You know what
moon.
GW is?
Of course. I created it.
Dude, thanks everyone for coming
You
in.
look
Everyone kind of
surprised.
arrived at the same time.
Well,
Cat got your tongue?
Got me ranting
sorry,
over crucial story elements.
how about the Patriots?
We're,
Ever heard
we're
of them?
turned up now on the stream.
Yes,
Thank you guys.
but
Welcome in.
I only know
Turned
what I've been
up.
told.
Can you tell me what you know?
Sure, but it's hard to put into words.
Right. Are you reading me,
44?
Emma?
I know you'll
yes,
be up that
loud
late.
and clear.
The president said that arsenal gear was the Patriots' key to supremacy.
That's as good a description as any.
What exactly is it?
It's a
SpaceX
massive data
rockets to
processing
go up
system
and
capable
plant
of
the
controlling
strawberry
information
man.
on a global
Exactly. That's
scale.
when you
A
harvest
data
it, dude.
processing system?
That's right. The system's a social device for maintaining the Patriots' control.
You've lost
All right,
me.
hold on. Conspiracy
In
time.
this day and age, information emerges from every direction and is freely distributed. A
Listen to
variety
this,
of
guys.
information gathered by servers employing the latest in high-speed communication networks and P2P technology is rapidly circulated
I
to
hope the stream's
individuals.
kicking while you listen
In
to
fact, the
this.
speed of this circulation process is accelerating on an almost daily basis. The Patriots seem to be afraid of this development. Apparently, they believe that their role will shift from dominant to dominated. Let me give you an example. You're aware of Solid Snake's anti-Metal Gear activities, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little
Maybe
about
this isn't the
Well, that's just a
conspiracy
small
part.
sample of
But they get into
uncontrolled
AI in
information.
this game.
I can
Hardcore.
guarantee you the Patriots did not want
And
Solid
it
Snake's
came out
name
like
publicized.
05, I think.
Now, look at it like this. Political scandal, corporate corruption, up until now, the Patriots have managed to keep a lid on these and other self-serving events. But with their existing data processing system, they're no longer able to effectively control the flow of information generated at the individual level. With the newly created system, they can fully
that's
regulate
social media,
digital
basically.
information. High-level information can be categorized in stages, given clearance levels, and deleted as necessary, never to be seen by the public. By deleting such information, the Patriots can shape the course of history as they see fit.
Somebody's bound to catch on.
No, the memory capacity, not to mention the lifespan of the average individual, is extremely limited.
Yeah.
On the other hand, digital information lasts virtually forever. It doesn't
I
deteriorate.
had a good rant earlier, I think, before anyone was
The
in
alphabet,
here,
26
about
letters,
that.
right? It could have been 30 letters.
They've been
What
talking
if the
about
four
it. They've been
deleted letters were
developing
controlled
AI
by a
probably for
program?
30 years,
Impossible.
It's not. In fact, something
You know,
similar is
and
already underway.
what we see as
Do you
AI
know
is
how
only
many
what they
genes
let us
exist in an
use.
individual?
So there's no
About 30
telling
to
what
40,000?
they've figured out.
Right. That's what was announced at the turn of the century. But there's actually
Kojima called it,
100,000 according to
exactly.
the original
Exactly.
theory advanced by the scientific community.
Well, I guess I'll drink another beer
Information
since
regarding
everyone
the
else
remaining
got here.
60,000 was suppressed by the Patriots.
No.
I might be able to
Why?
finish the game
How'd you
tonight
know?
too,
Do
possibly.
you know what a gene looks like? Did you count them yourself?
There are research organizations.
Oh yeah, Kojima's definitely going to
course.
back up
And
his
their
brain.
reports have
I'm
already
pretty
been
sure
subtly altered.
he's been
I'm
asked
even
about
beginning
it
to
and said
believe
he's
the
going to try to
doctored
do it.
reports. GW is a system that allows the Patriots to decide what will be recorded in tomorrow's history.
So what we're talking about is one huge censorship system for deleting information which might be inconvenient to the Patriots.
Exactly. The actual physical core for handling the task, GW, is
So
installed
they just
in Arsenal.
create
It's
super
the only
AIs to
system in the
delete
world with an
everything they
optic
don't want
neural
on the
AI
internet
that has
from
a
anybody.
parallel processing capacity of 980 trillion Hammets.
I suppose that being a specialist in neural AI and complex logic played a significant role in your association with the Metal Gear project.
That's not the only reason.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
While I agree with you,
I guess there are plenty of other reasons.
Rob, AI is
Yes, there are.
the first thing AI is going to take
Do you?
over are those two things.
So Arsenal
Unfortunately,
Gear was actually designed to protect the GW system, wasn't it?
Bigfoot AI videos, no, but I
yes.
could imagine it's
armed with
probably that.
everything, including
Is it
nuclear
that like
weapons,
10-second
and is fully
tape and
equipped
people
with
just
cyber
like have
terrorist
added to
countermeasures.
it?
Physically and logically, it's the ultimate fortress for housing GW.
I gotta see that.
But is the AI actually capable of controlling everything?
No, GW is only the system's core. It's only for
Oh, no,
deciding
not
what
at
data
all.
is stored or deleted. The actual subsystem for executing the task exists within our social structure.
What?
Do you remember the panic that gripped the computer
Oh, here
industry
you go.
prior to the end of the century?
You mean the
Y2K.
Y2K problem?
That's right. If you recall, our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program.
They
using the
infiltrated us on
internet at full
Y2K.
capacity. the program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout the world. In addition, the same program was included in an OS application for distribution among the public.
Let me guess. The Y2K countermeasure contained a program designed by the Patriots.
Yes, and everything supplied from that day onward contains the same program.
So they backdoored every
Do you
program
know how a
ever
computer
made.
operates? Do you really know the basic principles on how data is exchanged?
The Patriots is basically the
Nobody's aware
Illuminati.
of it, but there's a subsystem in
They really
place.
control the
It's
government.
about to be activated.
Is that why Solidus wants to burn out every electrical circuit in Manhattan with a nuclear blast?
Probably. But the overall system isn't
We got
actually
Yeti
complete.
videos.
What?
It still lacks the
Chupacabra,
necessary factors for
capybara.
judging situations. I heard they were planning a major
Just
experiment
unplug
next
the
few
AI.
years to
You
provide
don't
complex
understand.
data for GW
You
to
can't
study.
unplug it.
And
It's in the
suddenly all this
cloud.
happens.
Clouds aren't
It's
plugged
not
in.
your fault. If it wasn't for the terrorists.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Rob, the next election is
Well,
going to be an
I
AI
think that's about
propaganda
all I know.
election.
Right.
You're not even going to know what
Thanks.
videos are
I
real
think
of
we
people
better head
saying
for the
stuff.
computer room.
Dude, they'll make.
My
Think
brother
about
in the
this, guys,
computer
with
room.
what's going
Is he
on right now in
safe?
the world. They could make fake AI
That noisy,
riot
overgrown
videos
parakeet?
eventually to give the
Excuse me,
technology
he's a
like 3
parrot.
more years.
And he's my best
You
friend.
know what I mean?
My only friend.
Well, the bird's okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no, you're right. AI is
Did you know
gonna.
that in the old days, miners used to take a
You
chameleon
can't
to
walk
the
away
mine
from
shafts
AI though,
to detect
Recons.
toxic gas?
That's what he's for?
It's
No,
gonna take over
I
everything,
really
man.
needed someone to talk to.
It's coming in hot,
Right. I
dude.
think we'd better get moving.
It's a train. It's 2028 election,
We've got a
dude.
little longer to cover than
You're
the
gonna
last
have to
time.
be
I'll give it
skeptical
my
of
best.
everything you see
Whatever
on the
you do,
internet
don't open
in
your eyes.
2028.
Why not?
A
Nothing's
dead
gonna be
body, not a
real.
pretty sight.
It's gonna be
Once we
crazy.
get
It's gonna be
past
the
it,
weirdest
it'll be
time
too
ever.
dark
It's
to
gonna
see
be
anything.
strange. Yeah. Yeah, that's Rob, yeah, that's what you're talking about. I know.
What are those sticks in your head?
These?
Yeah, I mean,
They're lacquered
the
chopsticks.
recons, you can't unplug them
They
though.
hold your
You
hair in
can't. They
place.
run off the power grid.
Did you
dude.
know that they're pretty popular
gonna
in Europe
unplug
and South
everything?
America?
Can't say that I do.
War
You're
footage
not
can
only
be
cute,
faked. Anything will
but
be
smart
faked.
too.
Oh,
The AI we
I'm
have
much
is
more than
primitive
cute.
AI. The AI,
Okay,
like
let's go.
yeah, birds. I do believe birds are real, just because I find dead birds around houses sometimes. But you know, they could use. I also have a drone that's amazing and does the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. So I do believe there's probably drone birds or something. I wouldn't rule it out. Casual's in the military. He's here to cover up the secrets, man. I'm on to you. Well, dude, okay, you guys are new to this. Wow. You guys heard of the Palantir stuff? So basically, like, and I mean, this probably already exists anyways, but they're using AI to just go back to every purchase you've ever made, like on credit card, on the internet, comments you've commented, everything. And they're building, basically, it's a social credit database on you that's not like public. It's just, I guess, the CIA or someone has it. And yeah, I mean, they're literally building that. They already said they were. So, I mean, they probably already had that shit anyways. Charge up using the power lines, yeah. Robo dogs. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if dolphins were robots. I think you could pull that one off pretty well. People just be like, oh, it's a smart dolphin. Look at him being smart. They'd have no idea. It's a dolphin bot. Oh shit, she's drowning. So you can look it up. The CIA has developed, what is it? It's robot, like, drones, but they're drones in the insect drones. So they're like a dragonfly kind of looking thing. But they've had those. Now, but here's the thing. Why would, like, you don't need an insect drone because it's probably expensive, and you could literally just have a regular drone that goes so high and has such a good camera that you can zoom in and get more than you'd ever want for cheaper and be undetected. So like bird drones why would you need a bird drone when you can literally fly something stealth that's like undetectable? Like, when a bird drone could just like hit a car. You know what I'm saying? Dolphins are just mutated humans. See, I try to make amphibious humans, make them too stupid and lost control of them. They're smarter than other animals, but not as smart as human. Check fossil record. I mean, I agree with you, kind of, Recons, but it was aliens that did that. It wasn't the CIA. That's the only part you said that's wrong.
I can't handle bugs. I hate them.
Maybe trained dolphins for mines. Yeah. Oh no. Dolphins have definitely been trained by police. When I grew up, man, there used to be this show on TV called Flipper, and he was a police dolphin. I think it was in black and white actually. So they've been doing that for like 50, 60 years. Dolphins only appear in fossil records after USA became a country. This is the most amazing new conspiracy. Hold on, we're pinning that. We got a new conspiracy.
Moving west, just for a second.
That's the Dolphins will thank us for all the fish. That was a question on Jeopardy yesterday. Also, by the way, and I knew the answer to it. Was Flipper in color? I don't know. I apologize if I missed some comments. This conversation has been amazing. It was worth the wait, fellas. Working aircraft, some of the cameras and whatnot, you can literally zoom in a quarter of the ground and tell what year the quarter was made. And bird drones aren't needed. That's what I'm saying. I own a drone. If you know of that technology, you know what DJI drones are. I have a DJI drone. I have a lower, it's not their cheapest version, but it's a lower end model. But I have to put the governor on this drone to make it legal. Like, I can't fly it above 400 feet. But if I could let this drone, if I could just do whatever I wanted with this drone, I could probably fly above the clouds with a drone that weighs 150 grams. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I left my passenger behind. Dude, Recons, you might be onto something. Even though, dude, credit cards, eventually, I don't even do credit cards. I have an Apple card, and it's on the phone mainly. But I don't think credit cards are going to have numbers. They're just going to have a chip thingy that you tap. I don't even think we'll be swiping here in 5 years, fellas. I think the swiping days are over. So you're gonna get rich. I mean, dude, if you can read the date on a quarter, then go ahead and whatever that drone costs, might be worth the investment. Where can you go to fly it that high? Nowhere. Every country on the earth has a height limitation. Basically, if you have a Part 107 drone license, then you can get a contract to say film like a really tall building that might be more than 400 feet, and then they'll let you fly up that high. But legally, now where could I actually go to fly a drone that high? Probably Mexico, because I don't think they're gonna if you could probably get away with it down there without their radars and them sending the FBI to your house. I would not do that in America or Canada. Venezuela, you could probably get away with it, but here's the thing, a lot of those countries, they just make drones illegal, so you'd have to kind of smuggle it in anyways. Yes, Recon's DJI got rid of geofences, but they still... I don't know why. I think it's because the rules kept changing, but you're still breaking the law if you... you could still disable the geofence they had. Your drone, I think, would just yell at you a lot or something. I don't really know. I've never broken a geofence. I'm allowed to fly around it. You don't swipe, dude. I use my phone for my credit card. Oh, dude, I had a credit card or a debit card before there were even chips on them, dude. Yeah, dude. Casual, I'm sure the drones, the drones you've seen are like basically miniature aircraft that are gas powered. That's crazy, dude. Any controllable object under a certain altitude has to be cleared for a flight path by the FAA. Yes, they have registered. And basically, so Casual is correct, but the way the drones work, like mine is below 150 grams. So the FAA rule is that I can fly it up to 400 feet with no license. I had to like take an online test that was free. That was like 10 questions. It was just, you watch a 5-minute video and have to answer a question. And basically the FAA, there's an app that I can look at. And if I'm by an airport or something, it'll tell you like, you can only fly 50 feet here because there's an airport, But yes. And I don't fuck with drone laws. I'm not trying to break them because it's a federal crime. It's not like the police department's not going to knock on my door. It wouldn't be a sheriff. It would be a FBI agent or a Fed. And I'm not, you don't want the Feds knocking on your door. You know what I'm saying? Remember you walked at Flair and brought a military drone that used their cameras? Yeah. I agree with you, Casual. There's a lot, okay, here's the drone law I don't like. And I guess I understand it, but in the state of Georgia, you're not allowed to fly drones in state parks. In the United States, you're not allowed to fly drones in federal parks. Well, like every awesome park in Georgia is either a state park or a federal park. So I can't fly drones in any of the parks, and I'm just like, dude, they're taxpayer funded. That's dumb. I get it that like probably because they don't want every single person that owns a drone to show up all the time and like really like throw the park into chaos, but just limit it. Like make people just have to like sign up for a time they're allowed to fly or something, you know what I mean? But just outlawing it in general and then the amount of taxes you pay, I'm just like, what the fuck? That's lame. Maybe they're afraid of birds. National Parks puzzle. Good times, man. Are you streaming your puzzle tonight? Puzzle mushrooms? I'm gonna die right here. Maybe not. Make it a certain park has to fly it or something. Yeah, just completely outlawed though. I hate it. But that's the conspiracy too, man. If we're talking conspiracies, that all our national parks is where like the underground bases are, where the aliens are and stuff. So that they don't want me flying around and finding that stuff. They can't have me finding it with a $600 drone. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I guess I let them kill me. They're never gonna stop. I want to build a racing drone, but they tighten up requirements. Wow. Yeah. Are you all right? The first-person racing drones are nuts. And they fly different than like I have a cinematic drone. The racing drones, the way you fly them's different, and they're insane. DJI sells a $200 drone that you can buy like a $200 first-person headset, and you can fly it with a control and the headset. And apparently it's a pretty good beginner drone to learn how to fly the first person on. Which has been lame booting you off stream? Don't you stream from your phone? Sure it's not your phone? I know I've turned on my phone some days, and you like streamed the night before, and I'd have like 10 notifications of you streaming. See, there's so much fun they made. Drones require a license, you have to do a test. Yeah, drone laws are crazy. But there's always idiots doing dumb shit, so I kind of understand them in a way. They somewhere that had underground hangars and stuff, and we'd get stuff coming in that we didn't ask for landing and clearance, and they just said clear the airspace on landing. Yeah, I mean, that sucks. But what do you do when that happens as the air traffic controller? I'm assuming you clear the air because it's like that guy's being a dickhead, but you have to keep everyone safe, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna run an ad for 2 minutes. I gotta pee. I had to pee before this whole conversation started, but I don't want to lose the thread, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. Restart the app and restart your phone, restart Wi-Fi. None has been a consistent fix. You're welcome for holding it. Uh, you're not an air traffic controller, but you had a buddy who was, and he said your only option was you clear the airspace, don't ask questions, pretend you never saw the aircraft land. Yeah, I mean, hey, I guess if you pretend you didn't see it land, but in real life, I feel like if you pull that off, they're gonna let you land like at a regular airport, and then you're gonna have a lot of first responders surrounding you as soon as you touch down. That's for sure. But it is a safety thing. I mean, that's like, okay, so the drone basically, when I'm flying, I have to yield to everything. So like if I think an airplane's flying low or especially helicopters, then I have to like basically just come back to where I'm at. And legally, you have to see your drone while you're flying it. It's called um, what's the word they call line of sight, but it's like speeding. That's the way I see that one. I know where my drone is in the sky. It's gray and it's not very big. So I might not have line of sight every time, but I know exactly where it is. And I've got a radar on my control screen. So I know I can bring it back to me. That's the only rule I kind of bend, but whatever. I think every drone pilot does. Yeah, smaller aircraft yield to bigger ones. And me, I'm literally just a certified drone pilot. I'm not licensed. So I'm not about to... Dude, trust me, if I caused any sort of incident, it's my ass. Like, no matter what. They wouldn't even investigate it. It would be like an automatic thing. Not trying to do that. But I'm not gonna lie, dude. If I had to just like go to the courthouse or do something and get like a license or a certification so I could fly at more places, and I'm like proven safe or whatever, I would do it, dude. They could get that tax money out of me. And I think a lot of people would. They're really missing the opportunity to try out something like that. Hierarchy of the roads, walking, biking, art, cars, and vehicles. I kind of agree with that, but bikers, they've kind of destroyed their trust in that regard. Yeah, exactly, casual. But yeah, Robbie, bikers abuse the road. I mean, I literally watch them run stop signs and red lights and shit all the time, and I'm just like, stop at the stoplight or the stop sign, dude. Like, why don't they do that? Like, I don't... 2-ton vehicles don't have to yield to you all, or they do have to yield to you, but you can't just blow stop signs and shit. Oh, Burning Man. Oh yeah, Burning Man. Okay, that's different. That's like a festival scene. I thought you were just talking about these dudes on the road, because I'm telling you, some of these guys, I don't know why. It's like they want to get hit. I've seen some crazy shit lately. I saw a biker there was like a 4-way stop, okay? And he goes like around cars and just blows the stop sign. And yeah, he didn't really get in anyone's way, I'm not gonna lie. He kind of, the way he did it, if you're gonna pull that move, the way he did it was the way you do it. But I just thought to myself, like, if you're just on a bicycle, why would you even take that chance? I'm not even blowing signs and I'm in a car. And every person that was at that intersection would have pointed at the bicycle dude and said, "You're an idiot, dude. That's your fault you got jacked up." In Roswell, Georgia. Oh shit, he found the... God. Whatever these guys are, this ain't good. I got an idea. I mean, dude, riding a bike's cool and stuff. Just gotta do it the right way. Dude, I knocked her out. Did they all knock out? Cyclists are pretentious. I was once sitting at this brewery and across the street was like 10 cyclist dudes. They're about to like go out and destroy the town together. Kill me already. This game is easier than the other Metal Gears, but if you get excited in this one, you get swarmed fast. Especially with Nancy here, freaking dragging her ass along. Can't even sneak anywhere. You do a hardcore character? I mean, I don't know. Necromancer? Isn't that always a good hardcore character? I forgot I pinned that. Dolphins only appear in the fossil record after U.S. became a country. All right, I got a question. if dolphins only appeared in the fossil record after the U.S. became a country, then what were Japanese fishermen catching before the United States became a country? That's just what I want to know. Small whales? True. Bastards. I like the Japanese, but the Japanese fishermen? Am I like spawn trapped? They legit spawn trap me here where... Let's watch that grenade though. Oh, that didn't work.
Raiden, what's going on?
News.
Raiden!
They're trying to split everyone up. I guess I gotta hide this guy spotted. Gotta believe. So apparently there's a whole dolphin propaganda that I'm unaware of. I heard the dolphins were actually the real aliens. I don't know if you guys have heard that one. Whale Horrors is the name of the episode. Oh man, dude, you guys weren't here yesterday, but I spilled the beer all over my laptop when I was streaming, and luckily it still functions. I went into emergency mode instantly. Oh yeah, Recons, you were here. I went to instant emergency mode, saved it. Dude, they say dolphins, like, when people swim with them, they get very aggressive sometimes. Huh. No, actually, I just, as soon as I spilt it, I, like, flipped it on its side, and I guess no water really went into it. It just, maybe the surface tension never broke. I got lucky. Put it on its side, wiped the hell out of it, put it upside down for a while. Yeah. Fuck. Shout out to Samsung, dude. I'm thinking literally, I think I'm gonna write them a review. And just let them know, like, whatever they, however they designed this computer was good. There's someone shooting her. With a book. This never stopped. Laptops have drainage holes and keyboards. I just think this laptop is really sealed well. Maybe they were smart and, like, the keyboard doesn't go directly into the motherboard. I don't know. It's a light up keyboard too. It still lights up. I thought the light was cooked for sure. Alright, this part is killing me. Which Helen Skeller has already been taken. That would have been a good necromancer name. What about the dolphin conspiracy? Does anyone have that name? That's probably the name of my next stream. Strut F. So I gotta get out of here and then I just gotta get past all these bastards, dude. I'm gonna cap them. I'm not putting them to sleep. Yeah, that's more like it. Little red. How do you spell a sound the dolphin makes? That's a great question. I know what it sounds like. I can't do the sound. I wish I could. But I do not know how to spell that. Fuck, don't call him. Is there like a guy that's showing up behind us? Gosh. Alright, I got it this time. I got a plan for that guy that comes from behind us.
Right. Is something wrong? Right.
It's like the first part of the game I've gotten stuck on. E, you know, that sounds correct. Not gonna lie. Sounds correct to me. Yeah, it definitely makes sense. The Dolphin Conspiracy would be a good name of a band. I walk down here and trigger that, and now I gotta turn around. Trigger that. Come up here. Kill this guy. There we go. Just in time. He was about to rat me out. I gotta come down here real quick like.
Huh?
Fuck. Not the last guy. Cooked again. How did he turn around like right then? God, I've been stuck here for... Dude, that's like 5 guys pushing each other. Right in. Can't make that noise. My voice, like if I try to attempt to make my voice hit the high note like that, it just stops working. I'm not that gun. It's not even like an E, it's like noise. I don't know, I've heard some people do really good Dawson impressions, and I'm jealous, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I was talented enough. Alright, I got this. Dude, that sucks your stream setup. Are you, can you adjust the bitrate you stream at? Like, the stream quality and stuff? Maybe you need to turn down your stream quality. Dude, you know, we still gotta do our collaboration. Come over here. I pay way too much for internet, but it's pretty fast. Sleeping.
Freeze!
Finally. Dude, this is Escape from, what's the original one? I mean, they're both pretty good. The original one's Escape from New York, right? And the second one, he's just got, what's the actor's name? Steve Buscemi driving him around in a convertible the whole time? Or is that the first one? Which one is Steve Buscemi driving him around the whole time? But what's up, Carther? There he is, dude. Thought about you earlier because the homie Rob here said he ate 2 grams of mushrooms. Don't go above 6,000 bitrate. It's the cap for Twitch. 5,000 is the most stable. Okay. Also depending on internet, there's a chart, conversion chart for your internet connection, what bitrate needs to be at. Let's see. I'm not sure what I stream at. I can look it up. I'm streaming at 6,000 bitrate, not gonna lie, from console. But I have gig speed way too fast. I pay too much. I'm probably gonna downgrade it actually, speed. But yeah, we're hitting 60K on 6K. 6K on here, dude. If I'll probably have to go down to 720p once I downgrade the internet speed. I did the math and it's like I'm paying over $1,000 a year for gig speed. That's ridiculous. $900 up and down, huh? Yeah, Carther, hope all's well then, man. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, but I was wondering where you've been. I feel like I hadn't talked to you in a few days. Yeah, I don't know. I like the internet speed. It doesn't lag. I can stream the highest Xbox will stream, but price is the internet these days. It's fucking crazy, dude. Hate that shit. Right in the head. Boom. Level 3 necro? What kind of necro are you making? You can feel them starting to work. Yeah, Karth, dude, we need to, we'll chill out. We need to catch up sometime. Sorry to hear that. down to 550 bitrate. That way the audio bitrate and video bitrate is below 6,000. Okay. I think if I downgrade my speed, I'm probably going to go down to a 720 bitrate, which I think is 4,000 on here. And I don't even know what I stream at on. I've only done a OBS stream like one time. Oh shit, I can go through the fire. That's right. And I don't remember how I had that set up. Yeah, Rocket League, dude. Rocket League's been pissing me off lately. Not gonna lie. Dude, you got fast internet out there, man. I don't know what the upload is. I think it's gig upload, gig download, but whenever I run speed test, it's probably like it's like 900 megabyte download, probably like 400 upload.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
This door is security
Yeah,
level
Sam,
5.
they lie.
I don't have
They lie on
card
all those
5.
speeds. They're like arbitrary numbers.
Giving
And
up
then
already?
you read the fine print, and it's just like, we can lie.
Ta-da!
What the?
Are you impressed?
You should have told me you had it.
Well, the truth is, I just remembered it myself.
Yep. Dude, I don't know about how it is out there, but I mean, you know how it is here. These internet companies got propaganda or monopolies. How do we only have the choice of like 2 internet companies? And oh shit, I remember this part.
There's somebody there.
Not today. Yeah, dude. Do I have like 2 internet company choices, and they both are price gouging? They're probably communicating with each other. Highest rates in North America. I mean, I'm paying $85 a month for gig speed, and I feel like I can downgrade it to like 300 megs for like 55 a month. I think I might just do that. I can still hit whatever the 720p thing is. It's just crazy, man. It's like when I signed up for the internet, it was probably like 65 a month. They just kept slowly raising prices. $250 a month for 200 download and less than 100 up. And damn, dude. 85 for a gig phone and TV is pretty good. My phone bill's not a lot because I'm on a family plan, but I don't even have cable. I just have different streaming stuff.
How do you feel?
Or I have
about
YouTube
heights?
TV because I get
Can't
into
say
my
I
parents'
like
password.
heights. The water's higher on my phobia list. Why?
Well, we have to go down a ladder.
How far down?
Just a little bit.
Why do I feel like we've had this conversation before? How little is little?
About 130 feet.
Huh.
Think you can do it?
Would you take no for an answer?
How are your legs?
Better. The numbness is gone. I can climb down on my own.
Okay, follow me.
Yeah, dude, that's a solid price for all those things. Can't argue with that. That's a really good price, dude. I'm paying just that for the internet. No, he's, I think he said he was in Portugal. A big ladder, though. Level 4 Necro.
Sunset. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I can imagine, like, that the US and Canada, everything's just way more expensive than it
If
needs
we
to
don't
be.
hurry, it'll be the last we see.
It's like, what the hell? What makes it so special?
Enemy
It's like,
soldiers, gun ciphers. I don't think we're gonna be able to slip
should
past
be a
all
utility, honestly, if you think
that. Looks
about
like
it.
it can barely support one person. How much do you weigh, Emma?
Are you gonna ask me how old I am next?
If you go alone, I think you can make it across. This is Raiden. Do you read me?
Yeah, what's up?
We've made it to
So
the
I at
lower
least thought
part
I'd
of
finish the
Strut
Metal
L.
Gear Solid
We'll have to
games
cross the water
at
from
my
here.
gig
And Emma
speeds.
Yeah, she's okay.
But
the pontoon bridge doesn't
after
look
this,
too
we'll see.
sturdy.
Might
Emma's
test some
gonna have
stuff
to
out on
cross
the
it
stream.
alone.
Might test some face
Right.
cam
The
sometimes.
oil fence.
We got a big
There are
release coming
ciphers
out.
and several
Gears of War
guards.
beta
Right.
comes out
You're
Friday.
carrying a PSG-1, aren't you?
Yeah,
It's time to play sniper.
not bad. This spot gives me a good view of the targets.
You're going to have to cover Emma until she crosses to Strut E. I'll get there and provide some support of my own.
Thanks.
Think you can handle it?
Yeah, I know the drill. I faced a similar situation in advanced mode level 4 VR training with the PSG-1.
VR. Guess it's better than nothing. Make sure you don't hit Emma. Right now, with Arsenal's boarding in progress, security should be at a minimum. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Given the situation, they probably got claymores
Government.
in place to make up
Well,
for the
you
security
know,
shortage. Make
Garther,
sure you use your thermal goggles.
it's government for you.
Right.
Okay.
Gears of War
I'm heading
beta,
for Strut
so
E.
Emma, are you reading me?
Loud and clear.
it's
clear a
no,
path
it's
for
a
you
beta.
from here.
How?
They
Sniper fire.
they're
kidding.
remaking
Trust me.
Gears of War 1
What if I
again.
fall into the sea?
So it's Gears
I
of War
can't
1
swim.
You were
remastered,
doing pretty good a few
again.
minutes ago.
Okay.
And the
Think you can
beta
do it?
for the
Would you take no for
multiplayer
an
comes
answer?
out
No.
Friday.
All right, get going. You'll be fine.
If you own Gears of War Ultimate Edition, you get the game for free. It's basically just a remaking Gears 1, but the big thing about it, though, is they're putting it on PlayStation and on computer all at the same time. And there's crossplay, which for me, a lifelong Gears of War guy, there's going to be a lot of noobs from PlayStation especially that have never played Gears of War that are going to be on that game this Friday. And I can't wait, dude. I can't fucking wait. I'm so excited. It's free on Game Pass, and if you have Game Pass, then you get access to the beta as well. So if you either own that game or have Game Pass or have purchased the new Gears of War, you get access to this beta. I'm ready not even just new players. I'm ready to bully people that have been hearing about Gears of War for the last 10 years or 20 years, whatever it is, and have never owned an Xbox. And they're finally going to get in there to play it. And I'm just going to like one tap, wall bounce, all this crazy shit. Game Pass is coming in clutch, dude. And if you're around and you're interested, I'm getting a team together of Gears of War beta players. I'm forming a team. Gears of War never came out on PlayStation. I don't know how you played it, Karth. You had a friend with just the Xbox 360. You had to know someone with the Xbox 360. That was a popular console. And yeah, I've been playing Gears since like the first Gears I ever played was Gears 2. Loved it so much, bought Gears 1. And then Gears 3 came out like a year later. And then they just never stopped. They've kind of overdone it a little, I'm not gonna lie. But I've still played them all. Army of Two. That's another... It's Gears of War-esque. For sure. It's different, but it's... Even like, I'm gonna play Space Marines tomorrow with this guy. Space Marines is kind of Gears of See her? She's still kicking. Yeah. PlayStation Gears of War, kind of like how, what is that? Killzone is like PlayStation's Halo. Killzone's kind of dog shit. I've played it. I don't understand the hype. That's like the most overhyped game series I've ever played. I always heard, you gotta play Killzone. Man, I finally played it once. It was like I had a free trial to like one of those PlayStation Plus services where you can download the old games. And I played a Killzone and I was like, this game's freaking dog shit. Oh yeah, Xbox is, I think they're gonna remake all the original 3 Gears of War games and sell them on PlayStation. They're a publisher now. I'm on my Xbox Series X. This is my last Xbox I'll ever buy. And I love it, but there's no reason to buy another one. I'll either buy a PlayStation or build a PC. But they'll support the Xbox Series X for a long time. Especially with like a handheld they're coming out with. The games are going to be compatible on this system. For the next decade, Lord willing, I survive that decade, then maybe I'll think about buying something else, you know? Yeah, there's no reason. I mean, look, it's a numbers game at the end of the day. Gaming's very corporatized. Even the new Call of Duty's still coming out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And there's a reason for that, because they can still sell copies to people that own PlayStation 4s and Xbox Ones and don't own the new consoles. And it's like millions of dollars. So why would they ever stop making those games? So the same thing is going to happen with like PlayStation 5 and this console too, the Series X.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, nice and clear.
I've reached my sniping position on strut E.
Dude, I turned 40 this year.
Fire from here.
Right. Do me a favor and take out.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'll buy I'll build a computer
want me to shoot.
at 50 at least. Fuck, they kidnapped that girl. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Here's the only thing I like about consoles. On the couch. I'm on the couch. That's a big one. On my sweet TV. That's a big one. I don't have to worry about drivers and all that nonsense that I don't want to worry about. Yeah, I think computers are going to turn into like an HDMI plug-in, like a Roku. And you're just going to like buy a Bluetooth keyboard and a Roku, and that's your computer on your TV screen. Dude, they got drones all over here too. Shit on that ammo. I gotta lock in for a second, guys. Emma's getting shot. There we go. Yeah, I'm with you. I like sitting on the couch gaming, but I don't know, the way PCs are now and emulators, and especially with streaming, PCs definitely the way to go. You can do a lot more. You can have cool effects and graphics and sounds. I just have to fucking freestyle and rant the whole time, and tell you what, man. Specs are slowing down sometimes. Specs usually start off pretty good, but once I drink a few beers and smoke a few bowls and play the game, then that's my homie right there. He's locked in. You see, has so many co-op games, and you get all those Steam indie games that aren't on console. That's big. If Xbox could put Steam on console and like good old games and stuff like that, it'd be cool. I don't think they will though. Maybe Steam, I've heard, but I still don't think they will. I hope Steam comes to Xbox. At least you're on S series, it's worse than PS4. No, I'm on Series X. I'm on Series X, bro. Fucking Series X, man. Who do you think I am, dude? I'm not buying a digital Xbox because I have Xbox 360 games on disc. Even though I probably own so many remakes now, does that even matter anymore? Nah, Series X is way crisper than PS4. I also own a PS4, dude. Series X is basically the same as PS5. There's not much of a difference. PS4 is great though. I will say PS4 was more powerful than my old Xbox, this Xbox One. That's for sure. Dude, my PS4 is alright. The single player games. I don't know how multiplayer stuff is, but dude, it gets the job done. Some of those games on PS4 got really good graphics. The Uncharted game graphics are great. Spider-Man. Spooderman's good. Hold on, she's almost there. This part's annoying. I'm glad I didn't fail. I used to fail this part all the time too. There we go. Oh yeah, it sucks for streaming from. I've only tried like once. They're gonna have a cross-device user interface. It'd be interesting to see what they try. They need to invest in this. They'd sell a lot of Xboxes if you could run computer games on it. Sorry. Oops, sorry. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill her.
I can't go on.
Jesus. This is a high pressure situation. Got him. It's close. It was close. I thought I was gonna kill her. Ah, she's... Oh, shit. Xbox being more a publishing company, don't see why they don't intertwine with Steamware. Agreed. I think they need to put a lot more money into figuring that out, because backwards compatibility was a huge success for them. They still do that better than PlayStation does. But yeah, if they brought Steam to the TV console, especially ones that are already out, I think they'd sell a lot of consoles. It'll be tough though to see though. Will every game on Steam have to get patched so it's like compatible with Xbox? And then at that point,
Right, Emma's been stabbed.
How long would that take? You know what I mean?
How bad is it?
She's conscious, but the bleeding's bad. I'm bringing her over there right now. Raiden, get that disc over here as soon as possible. I'm afraid her time's running out.
I'll be there.
Poison Resistance Grand Charm. Which Diablo are you on? Diablo 2?
Snake, what's your situation over there?
Emma seems to be, doing something to GW's defensive capabilities. All we need now is your disc. You better hurry.
Xbox better because the Game Pass and backwards compatibility, but the PlayStation hardware is better. Yeah, I agree.
With everybody aboard Arsenal right
But
now.
that's why I haven't bought a PS5. I've got my PS4 for a lot of their exclusives. The newest God of War is on there. I don't know, man. Death Stranding 2 makes me want to buy a PS5 though. That's the first game that's made me think about it. This is that level 5 room. The camera. Got an achievement. Acquire the digital camera. Okay. Dolphin. The best charm. Got a Mac. Dude, Mac, I personally would never buy a Mac computer. For what those cost? No way. If you think if Xbox intertwines with Steam, it'd be for the games launching on PC and console. Buy it on Steam and be able to use it on your PC or console would be amazing. Oh yeah, they could do that, and then they wouldn't even have to upgrade the hardware. Are those clusters?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are good. Nerds gummy clusters. It's a top tier candy. Yeah, that's enough. Sponsorship. Yo, thanks for the bits. Thanks for the 25 bits, Dr. Casual. Thanks for the combo tonight, dude. Good talking and stuff. Yeah, gummy clusters are fire. You guys know. Dude, these are so good. I don't know when they came out. I've only recently discovered them. They're amazing. All right, Carther, take care, man. Tell me how that air quality is. I'll see if you come back, dude. Yeah? You buy a Mac if you did a lot of photo and video editing. True. I'd buy a helicopter if I did a lot of helicoptering. That's for sure. Trying to get to F. I don't know if they sell nerd ropes, but I know nerd clusters is like someone put a nerd rope into a blender. But it's better. I don't know how it's better. Sweet tart ropes? I don't know about sweet tart ropes. Is that new? Are they big? I like that word combination, sweet tart rope. You know, I know that's good.
Arsenal's launch has initiated a security lockout. Otacon managed to override anything that leads to the computing room. This is no time to get sidetracked. Hurry!
Oh, they won't let me go in there. You jumped out of a plane? Would not recommend? You had a bad skydiving experience? What'd you do? I'm I'm not really like, I'm not looking forward. Like, I wouldn't want to skydive. It's just not something for me. Maybe if I was like 90. If I was like 90, I think I'd skydive. 2015. I guess I'm not on top of the candy world anymore.
Hey, Jack.
I got some powdered donuts too, but unfortunately, powdered donuts you can't really eat while you're gaming. They're like the Cheetos of donuts.
Rose, can you hear me?
I'm right here.
Actually, that's okay. Forget it.
Jack, what is it?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me, Jack. Please.
I can't. Not to you.
Please, tell me. I can
Oh,
help
playing
you.
landed safely, but it was not fun.
No way you'd understand.
You can tell Snake, but you won't tell
But
me.
you didn't like falling to the
He's
earth with a dude strapped to your back?
I'm in this war too. With you.
No. The war is out here, not on a live feed to some control room.
You want me to pick up a gun and fight? Is that it?
Lord, no.
Oh,
You're the one person that
that's
I do anything to keep
hilarious.
out of this place.
Then what is
The
it?
Automod
I'm
thought he was
a
bullying
killer.
you by using the word
I see men
junkie.
hit. I see them
Dude,
die in agony,
whatever, dude.
And I don't
Maybe I
feel
just need to
a thing
turn that
for them.
off.
Don't think things like that, Jack.
I'm a born and bred killer. Nothing like Snake.
The term
Fight for
junkie
something
is
he
permitted
believes
in
in.
here. You guys
So
are
do
allowed
you.
to say
You're
it.
doing your duty.
And you can tag
not.
each other. You guys can even call each other
Somewhere
junkies if you want.
I'm
I don't even.
enjoying
Is
this.
anyone offended by the word junkie? Got you drunk for you to commit to it. Yeah, that was like the Twitch one. If you tell them to permit a word, can it still do it? Like, will it always allow that word now? Because we're definitely throwing the J-bomb around in this chat. You can drop the J-bomb in here, I don't care. Yeah, dude, that sucks. So when you didn't like hate it like halfway down, that would suck. You just landed and we're just like, eh, whatever. Like Andrew and my brother and my dad like scuba diving, and I went scuba diving with them like the first time they ever scuba dived because it was like a dive you didn't have to be licensed for, and ugh. And so we only went down to 30 feet, but they always want me to get a scuba diving license, and I'm like, eh. 30-foot scuba diving's cool because you can just swim to the top if like something happened. If you're 100 feet down, you can't really do that. I don't know. The J-bomb. You can throw the J-bomb. Unless there's not another J-bomb, is there? Junkie's the J-bomb, I think. Soy
How's
Yunkie?
Emma? I think he got some internal organs. We can't
Yunkie.
stop the bleeding.
Why is Yunkie allowed then? What the hell is that, Twitch? Fucking Yunkie's allowed?
I'm here.
Yeah, recons, please. Anything's permitted. And if it's bad enough, I'll still be able to read it because it'll just say Automod.
Emma set everything up. Apparently, all you have to do is pop in the disc.
It's not a slur, though. That's like a religion. But I guess you don't want to be called that. So, huh.
That should insert the virus into
Who
the
knows?
AI.
Is it working?
We got to keep that chatter
leave it
down.
to
I don't
Emma.
need them coming out of thin air and banning my stream there. Judas,
Antibody
Judas is a
agent?
good one. You don't want to be called that. That one hits, dude. If you can call someone Judas
Is
in a
the
good
virus
situation,
upload complete?
I don't think so.
that
The
insult
count
hits
stopped
every
at
time, I feel
90%.
like.
Otacon.
I don't think Emma's made any mistakes. But a portion of the worm cluster might have been altered after the disc left Emma's hands.
By the Patriots?
Will the virus still work?
I have no idea.
Hal is...
Jehovah Witness. I don't think Jehovah Witnesses
Is
get on
everything
Twitch.
all right?
They're like not allowed to have fun. That's against their whole thing. Like if there was a streaming platform of people
Everything's all right.
with bow ties on riding bicycles, they'd probably be on there, but
least
I don't think Twitch is their vibe.
I won't be adding another page to our family's dark history.
Yeah, that's right.
Streaming platform with people that wear bow ties and ride bicycles would be full of
What if the virus doesn't
Jehovah's
work?
Witnesses and
Either
Pee Wee
destroy
Herman
that thing
impersonators.
or take out Solidus and his
It'd
men.
be amazing.
How do we get on board?
Maybe some mimes.
I don't think we can. Unless somebody inside gives us a hand.
Dude, if you go around with a
Hal,
recording yourself knocking on doors, you're gonna get
I
knocked out by
always-
someone.
What is it?
wanted to see you again.
You don't hate me?
Never. I never wanted to get in your way.
This Metal Gear game has some
I
of the
never
best
wanted to
some really cool Metal Gear parts.
Thought that with Arsenal, if I followed
And then
in
it's-
your footsteps,
I just wonder
I
about
could
some
be
of this
closer.
game. It's probably the weakest of the three,
Just wanted you to look at me
even though the story is pretty good.
as a woman.
Hey, I could never do that.
Don't be so
Nah, it's not
honest.
Raiden's girlfriend. It's
It hurts.
it's Otagon's like stepsister.
Can I
So it's really a strange
favor?
Sure.
relationship.
Call me. Call me
I don't know.
What?
It's almost like I don't know.
Emma.
Metal Gear Solid 2 and Back to the Future. They just got weird relationships going on. And Godfather 3. That one was weird. You have a light up bow tie riding a bike at
What's
Burning
wrong with
Man.
EA?
Ah. You could have Burning Man people riding bikes and wearing bow ties on this streaming platform.
Emma? Emma?
Dude,
Emma?
casual
Emma?
talk. Rob will tell you all about it. He goes like every year, man.
Answer me!
He streams and like burns things on his stream. He like builds Burning Man and he burns the men. I've seen the clip.
I didn't leave you.
Or maybe they were orphan
Because of the
orphan
accident.
siblings or something.
I had a relationship with your mother.
Oh, jeez, what a
She
twist!
seduced me,
Whoa,
and it went on.
Kojima, come on, dude, what are you doing?
My father's death was no accident.
See,
He
there's a
took
lot
his own
going on.
life. It was my fault, all my fault. Forgive me, Emma.
Well, that's a messed up family. Yeah, got strange. Took a left turn there for a second. Or Malcolm in the Middle where they were went to Burning Man by accident. That's all you know. Rob, I don't think I've seen the videos your sister's made. Is it like a YouTube platform video?
Attention! Arsenal gear is ready for launch. Evacuate the upper levels immediately.
Sounds like they're cutting this area loose. What do you mean?
It means we're gonna sink.
We have to get the hostages out.
What about the camo repairs?
Done.
We won't be able to get everybody aboard.
We'll just have to take as many as we can.
I definitely didn't shoot her 3 times by accident. Yeah, you know. They said she got stabbed, so it was the stab that killed her, according to them.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
I'm always the survivor.
That was Metal Gear 1 when I killed Sniper Wolf.
Why, Wolf?
Otacon, this is where I guess he turns into a badass, maybe?
Otacon, take care of the hostages.
What about you guys?
We got other arrangements. There's our ride out of here.
Later ones are on YouTube, but the first few are on Vimeo.
Doesn't work.
I should be going with you.
You've got your job.
Yeah,
We've
link
got
it,
ours.
man.
You mean I'd only get in your
You
way?
might be able to post links in here. I'm not sure.
Only you can save those
If you
hostages.
ever try to put a
Got
link
it?
in here, you can. I don't know if it's allowed by default or not. It probably is.
Listen, the two
But
of you
just
won't
type
be able
links
to
like
destroy
that on
anything.
Twitch, and that's how you can tell people stuff.
Eliminate the enemy. That's your only option.
Yeah, let's eliminate the enemy. Like a badass. Malcolm in the Middle was good. Frankie Muniz, or whatever his name was.
How?
EE?
Yeah, you put him on Discord. Discord will let you do this. I thought you wanted to type him here.
Try to get as
Put
many
him in
hostages
Discord,
out
though.
as you can. It's a short flight to the shore, so don't worry about overloading the Kamov.
Yeah, try it.
Leave it to me.
Dude, that's a bro handshake right there.
Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
I'm counting on you, Otacon.
Recons, I feel like I remember Dewey beating up kids with his brick book bag. He would kill people if you did that. I feel like I saw that.
I miss you.
You and me, we're the same. Both you and I, we were always alone. Always.
Dewey.
We only wanted to
Yeah.
be loved. We were always
Dewey
waiting,
was pretty good.
waiting for somebody. Somebody who would love us, but we were wrong.
Who's Jamie? Was that the kid they
You
added?
can't wait to be loved.
I don't think I watched that.
You have to go out and find it. 4 years ago, I realized
Is
that
he like
you
the
can't
Olsen
just
twins of the
wish
show?
for a happy family. You have to make it happen. I only wish I knew that sooner. I learned that I could love, as you probably did, Emma.
You think he's gonna be okay?
I feel like there were a lot
He's
of
tougher than
episodes
he
about
looks,
Dewey, like, just
considering
having to
it done.
handle a confrontation.
Now, how do we open this thing?
You can come out now.
A ninja? What the?
Arsenal's going to take off.
We still need you to take care of a few things.
Use the ninja.
This time, do not fail us.
Snake, what's this all about?
Ninja.
Bedtime riding. I would do that.
Snake doesn't trust riding.
Change sides? I don't recall saying I was on yours.
Damn it. You!
Ready for some shut-eye?
Olga. Olga's the ninja. It's not Gray Fox. Well, if you remember earlier, the ninja was in the room, and then Olga showed up right after and was like, "Did you guys see the ninja?" Dewey cashes that royalty check and just lives life. But aren't they remaking that show? We're saying all this, but I think they're remaking the show, though.
Jack, are you reading me? Do you want to save your mission data up to this point?
Save. What are we thinking, guys? What's everyone doing? Is everyone kind of chilling for a little bit? I think we keep it going for a little while. Probably a lot of cinematic shit that we can rant over.
Is he still alive?
Hi, Recon.
I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. I can't stay up super late tonight, anyways. The longest I could probably still stream would maybe like 30 minutes. This is another torture scene in Metal Gear Solid.
Hasn't it?
They love it.
Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, you're still on your way.
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration
Hold
of cerebral
breath, hit action button repeatedly.
Have they altered your memory, too?
He's vacuuming the air out of me. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure, didn't Raiden, like, get really messed up and had to become stealth ninja?
Son. I taught him everything.
This part's actually kind of funny.
Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
It's like Austin Powers, if you guys remember that.
Know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me.
Well, he's a super soldier.
The 80s. A civil war. You
It's his
were one of the
backstory
best
here.
among the child soldiers
He was a
that
child
fought in that
soldier.
conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do
Fact.
with him?
Jack hadn't
We'll
known
use
shit the
him
whole
like
game.
you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Raiden.
Ignore him. Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
The eye patch.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Yeah, when he tortured me in Metal Gear Solid
Inside
1.
Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Alright, old, are you gonna save me?
Don't move.
His
Stay
nips.
as you are.
We're
We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm
They
switching
are
over
in a
to
strange place.
nanocommunication.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well,
I think
it
these
was around the
videos are
time you
still
were
the
holding hands with that
PlayStation
girl.
2 videos.
Snake.
And as you can see, the PlayStation 2 graphics are still good. They look exactly the same.
So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt?
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain?
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part.
Because they
and
haven't
terminate
changed
my
anything in
child.
these games other
Putting
than
it simply,
just
my
making the
child's health
textures
depends on
more
your
high
success.
def.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No. Even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Janet punched me once on her way out. Achievement: sharing is caring. Befriend Olga Relukovich. Shish.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was, but I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my
Just killed
first
Blood
AK,
Raven. Nice. What platform are you
sure
playing
of
on?
that.
Are you playing on your computer?
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out.
I have
They
Diablo
give you
2
a
on
gun,
Xbox.
You ask how many to kill. If you didn't,
I played a little of
you
it.
were the one they shot instead.
Inventory
It's
management's
okay.
a little tougher.
No one is blaming you.
But it plays good.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and
Better
big
on
guns.
the PC though.
They call it image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines.
Have you not
We
played
were
Diablo
fed
4?
once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my God!
Okay, yeah.
When the
nice.
Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs.
Is it still
They
online?
gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only
Like, do you
people who
still
have
use
no
your
problem
old
with my
disc, or
past have secrets and
did you
agendas
get
of their
their
own. Terrible nightmares.
their new
every
collection,
night.
the
I
HD
can never
collection or
forget.
whatever?
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things
Oh,
couples
nice, you still have
share.
your CD key.
I
Sweet.
accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for
Plug
someone
Y
you
is only
love.
single player. What is
I
that a
don't want
mod?
to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what
Diablo 2
I've done.
mod?
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
What? Can you share that on Twitch? And just save it.
Jack,
Let me
I
see.
guess you need to save.
Yeah. I'm butt naked in a torture chamber. That's not good. Anyways, I think that's going to be the end of the stream today, guys. It's a good stopping point. I streamed about an hour longer than I was intending on. But we'll raid out this someone. I see a few people online. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna play Space Marines 2 with Robo Stars, and it's gonna be pretty cool. I don't know exactly what game modes and stuff we'll do on there, but it's a fun game. So do a little collab stream, try it out for my first time. But appreciate Prophecy with the raid today. Dr. Casual, some bits, and all the homies, Robbie, Recons, Carther, all the homies coming by chilling. Dude, Diablo 2 mods. I'd never even thought about it. I should have figured that was a thing. But yeah, so let's go raid. I'm looking at I'm gonna go raid this guy. He's cool. Postal Mike. He's a good friend to everybody, and he's on there. He's playing some crazy game. Start a raid towards him, but yes, my next stream I will be. No, actually, we're going through this part. The next stream's going to start off very awkward and pretty funny, so it'll be a good starting point. Mario Baseball win soon. When I get back in town, I'm leaving out of town. Maybe next week if I have free time, but I'm leaving out of town for the last week of this month, so there won't be streams that week. But I will be back tomorrow at 7. I actually have a time I know when I'll be back for the first time ever in stream history. So yeah, everyone stay blessed. Thanks everyone chilling. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys have a great night. Peace.